again, you guys don't have to look at me. Purely optional, you know. So my name is Spencer, and I'll start with a quote that I actually have, and it's according to a study by Wilderness and Emergency Medicine in 2007, between the years of 1997 and 2003, in Oregon, there were actually 3,387 search and rescue missions conducted. Of that number, 709 were devoted purely to hiking specific activities. Being a member of search and rescue myself, I deal with the repercussions of people's inability to be properly prepared, which is why I'm here to share some tips that could potentially keep you from finding yourself in an emergency situation. Today, I'm going to talk about three things: how to prepare yourself and plan for a hiking or outing trip, the minimum of what you should bring just in case, and finally, what to do to increase your chances of being found if you are ever lost or in an emergency situation. When planning an outing, no matter the duration, you should remember four things: who, what, when, and where. You should make a detailed plan, starting with who is going to be in the group and where you are going to be going. It's very important that you plan the route or area you plan on visiting, including any possible routes that you have yet to determine if you are choosing to go there. It is important that you list what activity you are going to be doing, because this can dictate the methods in which we use to find them. Like if you were going to go hiking or four-wheeling or skiing, there are many different activities you can do in the outdoors. And finally, a time frame is very important. You want to try and list the time that you plan on arriving at the location and what time you plan on leaving. Also, something that many people overlook is an emergency time, which dictates if I am not back by a specific time, this is when you should call emergency services. Whenever possible, try and get this in writing. People's memory is known to be very poor, and to ensure accuracy, it is very good to get it in a written document. Also, search and rescue would be able to disseminate that information to their teams very quickly and easily. So now that you've planned how you are going to go about your trip, it's very important to consider what you are going to take with you. For our purposes today in this speech, we're going to focus on just a common partial or single-day hike. You should bring enough supplies with you to survive for 24 hours, at least, in the wilderness on your own. Food is a must. You can bring snacks or lunches, whatever you choose, but again, enough for you, whoever is in your party, to survive for 24 hours. Water is extremely crucial, and it is important that you ration at least one bottle of water per person just for an emergency situation or unexpected circumstance. Extra clothes are highly recommended. Insulating layers are extremely effective. Avoid using cotton. In cold and wet conditions, which we get most likely out here in Oregon, cotton will whip that water closer to your body and conduct heat away from you very quickly as opposed to other materials. Now, if despite all this you still end up lost or in an emergency situation, you can remember these three things: stay put, stay safe, and stay seen. It's very important and kind of counterintuitive to what most people would think. You want to stay where you are at if you are lost. Most people want to play hero and try and find their way back. That's not what you want to do. It is much more effective if you stay where you are at. Search and rescue will use signs and clues to track your location, and they can use a plan, which you've hopefully provided, to find you much quicker. It is very painstakingly slow and very annoying for searchers to have to chase down their missing subject. Also, you want to stay safe from the elements. Wherever you are, you can use trees, a group of boulders, rock formation, or any natural formations to shelter yourself from the cold, rain, heat, or also terrain. And it's also extremely important to stay seen. Use whatever items you have. You can lace ribbon up in trees. You can drape shirts over bushes. You can use your backpack to create, ideally, a bigger and brighter target for searchers to find. So using all of these tools, hopefully you'll be able to now make a more detailed plan, take extra supplies, and increase your chances of survival if lost. When taking every precaution, you can have a fun and worry-free outdoor experience.